Here we are, getting ready for this showdown between these two fighters. Should be a good one. I'm Todd Grisham, and next to me for the broad... Sugar King Rock. What a pleasure to be. These athletes have been waiting a long time to square off. Here we go. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. These two were made for each other. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Just missed with that jab. One of the hottest tickets around. It's standing room only for this, our main event.
Can you imagine walking into this, Todd? Walking into an arena with such noise, people chanting your name. You can't even hear your cornerman whispering in your ear. I've been in situations like that where it can be terrorizing if you haven't got your wits about you.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. They exchange punches. And this is a you hit me hard, I'll hit you hard type of fight. Which one of these athletes is going to say I can't take it anymore? He threw a punch and just got countered. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Robinson in that last round. Here we go, round two. Who's going to land the first big shot? Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up, just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
This counter fighter believes in the anything you can do, I can do better. They'll let you throw a punch first, and they'll answer you and usually hit you harder.
Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be honest. You've got to be on it. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think right. Concentrate.
Nice counter shot. The straight right just misses. Big shots from both these fighters. Got to be careful, though.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now, this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
The courage on display here is incredible. Punch, counter punch. When are we going to see a jab from these two? The perfect counter lands. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Robinson in that last one. Let's get it started in round three. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
How about that time counter shot? Nice counter. That uppercut doesn't land. That counter punch caught him clean. This fighter expending a lot of energy in this round. Catch and shoot. Good fight so far. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
That counter shot lands. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Big shots from both of these fighters. Got to be careful, though. A swing and a miss with the right hook. Good counter punch. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about Robinson in that last round. Well, this is the time that the trainer needs to come in and say something special. And there's the bell to start round 4. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Well, you know, in this division, you got to have speed and you got to have footwork, or you're going to be a cooked goose.
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
Here he is bouncing on his toes, trying to get some energy. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Good one. This has been a very competitive round as we reach the midway point.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Here we go with the lightweights. Get ready to see some blazing hand speed and fancy footwork.
I've seen some fights with a granite chin. You can hit them with a sledgehammer, they are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a crisp. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spot.
Just misses with that left uppercut. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Robinson.
What do you do?
Things are starting to heat up now as we enter the 5th. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
You don't want to trade shots. These punches coming from every angle. Beautiful counter shot. The old adage is, no matter how much speed you've got, timing beats speed.
Let me explain to you about a fast fighter. A fast fighter that's got hand speed and footwork. They're relaxed. They're confident. They know they just have to quick burst. Boom! In a split second, they've let 4 shots go. Their footwork has got them out of the way. And these guys are so relaxed. And that's why they can maintain this all the way through a fight.
Both fighters landing in these exchanges. Judge is going to have a tough job.
skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Well done with that counter shot. One punch could change anything when these two step in the ring. Neither one of them want this to go to the judges' scorecards. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Robinson in that last round. Well, he is... This is the beginning of round 6. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs are gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
Is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you're hit and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
A perfect counter shot. They have no respect for each other's punching power. Those who thought this would be a mismatch, you are sorely wrong.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them more than happy.
Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Holding nothing back here in the round. Good counter punching. Those counter punches have to hurt. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Robinson in that last round. And there's the bell for round 7. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Nice counter shot. Here we go with these two lightning-quick lightweights.
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain there.
They are not going to let this one go to the judges. Do you believe what we're seeing? Beautiful counter punch. A very competitive round here so far.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night.
I got to stop you here, Johnny, as we pick up the heat. Wow, what a shot! And it's over! A home run swing! And that will do it here! Oh my goodness! I want to see that one more time.
That's lights out.
It happened. You saw it here live.